All right, guys, a few days ago, my dad showed me this ring right here, which is like 18 karat gold ring. It's pretty big. It's like kind of cool actually. But yeah, anyways, the way he got this ring was kind of weird. He was just waiting down the end of the road, pick up my little brother. You know what? I'll just let him tell a story.
Well, I was down there at the crossroads waiting for little John to come in on the bus. While I was waiting there, this car pulls up. Looks pretty new car. The gal rolls down the window and tells me that her kids need some money for food, and she traded me this ring. So I look at this ring, and gee, it looks like a pretty expensive ring. And feels like gold. It looks like it says on the inside 18K, so I guess that's 18 karat. So anyway, I thought that ring's worth a lot more than I only have $50. So I told her, all I got is $50. I gave you 50, but I don't have any more than that. And so they tried to get me to come up with more money, but I didn't have any more. So they traded me this ring for $50.
Now, like I said, the way he got this ring was pretty odd. Like, why did somebody just give this ring up for 50 bucks? I don't know. But anyways, while he was showing me this ring though, my brother came over, and he's like a little bit more experienced in this type of stuff, but like not a full professional, you know what I mean? But he was able to tell us that inside this ring here, there's like actually a coin that's been pushed in or whatever. So that was kind of interesting. So that meant there's something else, not just the ring, you know what I mean? But one thing he also suggested was that we weigh it. So that's exactly what we did. We weighed the ring. It ended up being like 36 grams, somewhere around there. At the time, for 18 karat gold, that would be equivalent to like $17,000 in like scrap gold or something like that. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. He wasn't exactly sure if it was real, but he suggested that we go get it checked. After he left, that's when I began to do some research. One thing I decided to do was try to figure out what the coin was, because we didn't know what the coin was, you know what I mean? So how are you supposed to look up the ring? So for that, I just took a picture of it, asked ChatGPT, and it was able to identify. It's called a Centenario, which is like this kind of cool coin. It has a angel on it and stuff like that. It's a Mexican coin. Yeah, so I was able to identify that the coin was now a Centenario, and I began to look that up, and dude, it was crazy. Like the stuff we were finding, we were seeing that these coins, if real, you know, like real coins, were selling like anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. So that's way better than 1,700 bucks, but still, like that was pretty crazy. So now that I knew that just the coin was around 3,000 bucks, if real, that got me pretty excited. But I wanted to see if anybody else had any rings kind of like it. I'm assuming there's probably more rings of this like made, you know. I decided to add ring to the search bar. Surprisingly, I found a couple of rings. I think I found one or two, but one of them was priced at around like $4,500, which is crazy. But that was from some websites, kind of like eBay, where you can just make up your price. Still, that was pretty crazy. $4,500 for this ring. That got us pretty excited. After that, we decided to scroll down on the page a little bit more, see if we can find some more rings. And unfortunately, well, I guess it's pretty fortunately, but we found a Reddit post asking if this ring is real, and it had a picture of the exact same ring. So somebody else had the exact same ring, and they were wondering if it was real. And as you can assume, this was kind of like depressing, but we just clicked on it anyways because we wanted to know, like, is this real or not? You know what I mean? Boom. All of the replies to the Reddit post were like, did you get this at a gas station? Did somebody give this to you? Or something like that, you know? And we're like, oh my goodness, this aligns perfectly with my dad's story. So like, dude, this is just wild. And then as I was scrolling down, like I was looking at some of the replies, and one of them was like mentioning a white Tahoe with some guys in it that had a big chain and stuff. It's just like exactly what my dad was describing. And so I'm assuming that all of those guys have been hit by the same people that we've been hit by. That most likely means this ring's fake. Also, a few people said it was fake, so yeah. But there was only one way to know for sure, and that was to get it tested. So that's exactly what we did. We got our stuff ready, and we headed out to Rasmussen Jewelers in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I'm sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. And we gotta give a big shout out to them. Big shout out to this guy named Robert and this other dude. I'm sorry we didn't get your name. But yeah, those guys were super chill. They were able to test it for us for free. It's pretty sick. Yeah, anyways, we took the ring in there. They took a look at it, and they decided that we should probably give it a test. And so they brought out this little like kind of scratch pad thing where you scratch the ring on it, and a little bit of the gold, supposed gold, comes off, and then you can drip the acid on it. I'm not sure what acid it is. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, they just put the acid on it, and then if it dissolves away, that means it's probably fake. And if it doesn't, it's real. So it's exactly what they did, and unfortunately, it dissolved away. So yeah, we had 2 rings in the video. If you guys are like looking right now, there's 2 rings in the video, and one of the rings is this ring, and then the other one's just another ring we had. So that's if you're wondering. Yeah, unfortunately, it did come in as a fake ring, which we already pretty much knew based on the Reddit posts. But big shout out to those guys for testing it for us. We ended up taking it to another place too, but that guy was kind of mean and didn't want his shop shown. And so, yeah, he also said it was fake. And so, you know, so it ended up being fake, which we kind of already guessed that it was. So kind of sucks, but I'm kind of glad it happened because now I have like kind of a cool story to tell you guys. Also, this kind of brings awareness to people trying to give you coins, or I mean rings and big chains at gas stations in exchange for money. Just be wary. That's probably a scam. Unless it's like Mr. Beast or something, I don't know. But you know, just look out. That could happen. Be wary of like a white Tahoe with somebody trying to give you a ring or a chain in exchange for money. I'm not sure if they all drive white Tahoes or if there's multiple people in this organization or what. Yeah, that's just kind of my experience here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button. I'm trying to do more story videos like this one, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!